Jarrod, what have some of the emotions been as you transition from the end of the regular season to the postseason?
Um, I think for the team, it's basically we just, been focused on, at this point, everybody's 0-0. It's a brand new season now. It doesn't really matter what teams did in the regular season, um, because in winner go home game on a neutral floor, anything can happen. And I think that's where our focus is. You know what I mean? We feel like we're in position where anything can happen. We have a belief in our locker room that we can beat anybody that we play in this tournament, and it's been done before. Crazier things have happened, so we all have a belief right now that we can do what everybody else probably thinks is impossible.
I'm sure you felt all along that you can get this thing turned around. What makes you think you still can?
Kind of like I said, everybody, you kind of get like a clean slate in a sense where everything that we've gone through this year, we can kind of put behind us because everybody's starting on the same playing field, if that makes sense. So we're just kind of thinking of it as from a standpoint of, because we're all 0-0, we're all going to be on a neutral floor. We've played all the teams that we're going to face, or that we could potentially face. We feel confident that we can beat those teams, and obviously it starts with Georgia Tech, who we played a tough game with at their place in early January, and we beat them. And we believe that we can make a run, because we're all starting with a clean slate.
Not sure if you.
44 points against Virginia that second half. I think it's 44. Something you can build on.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely something that we want to build on. We feel like we found some answers in the second half that got us going a little bit more. And obviously we want to carry that over. Obviously Georgia Tech runs that zone, so it's a different type of defense and things like that. But, we still want to take what we did against UVA in that second half and see if we can, keep it going moving forward.
Not sure if you guys have had a chance to look at the film from that last Georgia Tech matchup, but what are some things that you guys have been able to take away from that and kind of draw on and build on as you guys face them again?
Yeah, well, we know they run that unique kind of zone. They've been pretty consistent on that for the last couple of years. So we feel like we did a pretty good job of executing against it the first time, actually. We got a lot of good looks, and we executed it pretty well. Obviously, they got Mike DeVoe, who's a really good player. He's like first or second league in scoring or something like that. Jordan Usher, good player as well. So we kind of know that they run that Princeton-style offense, but a lot of the offense revolves around them too. So, we're going to have to do the job on them. We're going to have to guard them, make the game hard for them. So kind of just things like that, They do like to capitalize in transition. They get a lot of steals that lead to transition layups and things like that. So for the most part, that's a lot of what we covered so far.
Sydney's been pretty dominant these last few weeks in his outings, and Mike mentioned it, the other night that you guys are kind of revamping the offense around him. Do you sense a greater emphasis on that now that you're heading into the postseason?
I don't know if it's because we're entering the postseason or if it's just because he's been playing well. Again, it does also depend on like Georgia Tech, they play that zone, so it's different. You know what I mean? But we're definitely going to try to get to the ball for sure. I mean, he's been playing well. He's been playing confident. He's been aggressive around the rim, finishing well around the rim, drawing fouls down there and things like that. So that has been a focus that we've been kind of, emphasizing the last couple of weeks, and we're going to try to keep that going.
Jarrod, you touched on it a little bit, but does it make a little bit of difference for a confidence boost to know you're going to start this with an opponent that you guys have beaten this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we know that we can beat Georgia Tech because we beat them, so it gives us a good amount of confidence. We feel like we match up well with them. Obviously, they've got some good players, a talented team, well coached. But, again, it's a clean slate. We've played everybody in the league, so we know them, they know us. And, again, it starts with Georgia Tech on Tuesday, so we feel pretty confident about our matchup with them. We know that we can beat them because we've done it before. We just got to go out and do it again.
And on Coach Pegues, as you guys enter postseason play, reflecting back on him taking over, what do you think about the job that he's done this season?
Yeah, man. Someone asked me that the other day, and I was just, he got put in a weird situation this year. Like, having to be head coach for the first 6 games, kind of out of the blue, and then, you know, had to go back to assistant, then being head coach again out of the blue, like it's a tough position to put anybody in. So I feel like he's done pretty much everything he can, man. He's been focused on us, which I think is good. He's really been passionate and consistent about that since he got the head coaching job, and he believes in us, and he's stuck with us through all this. So I feel like he's done a really good job. I feel like he's done everything that he could up to this point, and I think he's not done. So he still believes in us. He's got a passion about it and a confidence about himself and this team. So no, he believes in us, and I think he's done a really good job.
I'm curious, what are some of the motivational tactics he's used now that you guys have reached the ACC tournament, given everything that has gone on this season?
Yeah, again, kind of just goes back to the fact that we can put everything behind us at this point because none of it matters. It's tomorrow's not guaranteed, so our only focus is the team who we're going to play next. And again, we're all 0-0 on a neutral floor. Everything that's gone down in the regular season, at this point, it doesn't matter in this tournament. So we got to put everything behind us, and that's kind of what we've been talking about. Everything that we've gone through, we got to put that behind us and just focus on one game at a time, one day at a time, and that starts with Georgia Tech tomorrow.
Anything else? Great. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Yep.